Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So unfortunately I cannot play this video because of copyright reasons. So I'm in the taxi on my way to basically sort out this whole driving thing, but then the taxi was playing music, so obviously copyright, I can't really play it because YouTube will flag me. But anyway, this video is all about everything to do with driving here in Cyprus. It will cover some questions, so yeah, just enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you go ahead. And yeah, let's just get into this video, shall we? So this is me arriving at the center where I'll be applying for my actual driver's license card. I won't get that today, but I'll get like a temporary one instead.
Right, so yeah, I've literally just arrived where I need to get this done. There's different like centers in different places. This is the one closest to my place, so that's why I've come here today to get it done here. Yeah, let's go inside.
So yeah, once you get inside, you see the receptionist. They give you a form. You have to fill it out with all your details. They'll take back the form, process it for you and stuff. The form is not too long. It's just a couple of minutes and then you're done with it.
So I've had my picture taken. I've had to write out fill out a form with my details. Now I've just been given like a ticket number, and I have to wait to be called up, and then the process carries on. But so far it's actually been smooth. It's not too busy in here, which is great. Yeah, so far so good. Right, so the very first question is like, how do you even find the instructors in the first place to help you with the driving? Actually, no. First question should be, what is it like driving in Cyprus? I'll tell you this, driving in Cyprus can be quite crazy. You have to be very alert when you're on the road because some of the drivers are actually, some of them are lunatics, not gonna lie. They drive very crazy in this country, but yeah, it's doable. You just have to be very alert so that no one crosses you and stuff like that. But aside from that, yeah, driving in Cyprus is chilled, it's calm, it's all right. And the next question is, how do you find the instructors? So for me, I just I was able to use my friend's instructor. So she was learning how to drive. She passed a test like about last year, 2 years ago now. So yeah, she showed her driving instructor on a Snapchat, and then I just got his contact, and that was how I got my instructor. And if you are looking for, I think I showed George, so George was my instructor. I think I showed him. If you want his contact, let me know if you're in Cyprus. But however, there's like plethora, there's like a lot of different driving instructors here in Cyprus, and sometimes if you are a student, your university student services will be able to help you and direct you to like different, my hands are hurting, yeah, they'll be able to direct you like to like different driving instructors and stuff that you can contact. So yeah, you can just go ask student services, and if you're not a student, you can just check online. You'll just be able to find different car instructing companies and stuff, so you can have a look at them, and then I'm sure they will be able to help you out as well. And the average price per hour is about 20 euros. Yeah, about 20 euros per hour, and depending on how smooth and how quick you are with learning, it can take up to 80 hours, I believe, to learn an auto, and just a bit more to learn a manual. To perfect it, like I said, it just depends on how good you are with learning and stuff. So that's it basically in terms of that. What else is there to know? So 20 euros, driving instructor. And when it comes to the actual process, before you actually get to the point of driving and learning how to drive, you have to apply for the learner's permit, so the learner's license. And to do this, you need to book an appointment with the Department of Transport, I believe they're called. There's one here in an area called Lacha in Nicosia, and usually if you found yourself an instructor, they're able to help you out with this process. But if not, it's something that you can do by yourself. Just call them up, book an appointment, or you go in, book an appointment, and you have to pay, I think, about 20 euros to you have to book an appointment, and you have to pay about 20 euros to get the learner's permit. And what happens is, it's actually quite easy and quite straightforward to get the learner's permit. So what happens on the day is that you go in, and you have to learn like your signs and stuff before you go in. And the day you go in, they'll just point at different signs, and that's it. Your theory test is done. So yeah, you just have like a booklet, learn the signs, go in, they show you the signs, pick out the signs, and that's it. You're done, and that's you with your learner's license. So I know, like, somewhere in the UK there's always a theory test which takes such a long time. Some people fail it very quickly. It's just a more tedious process to get it in a place like the UK. But here it's just very straightforward. Just learn your signs, go in, do the old signs thing, and you're done, and that's it. You're ready to go. So when you then have your learner's license, the next thing that you will have to do is to then go to, I'm sorry, I'm walking on a very sandy place right now. Yeah, so once you get your learner's license, the next thing for you would then be to start your lessons. So start your lessons, you pick your car, whichever car that you want to do and stuff, that you want to drive, you pick it out, you go do your lessons, and yeah, that's the first stage of things. Okay, right, so I just had to pop into the store because I need a few things. I always need something from the store. But anyway, so the next stage after that would then be to book your appointment. So after you've done all your lessons and your instructor and yourself, you guys feel like you're ready to take your test, you then have to book your test. So you make an appointment for when your test date is going to be, and to do the test it costs 150 euros. So on the day of your test, your instructor will take the 150 euros from you, and yeah, so you go in on the day of your test, and then what just happens is what happens in there? So yeah, you go in there on the day of the test. They might ask you for your signs again, so you need to have prepared. Not even they will ask you for your signs again, so you have to have prepared from like the day before, whenever the signs, so you need to have learned them again, so that when you go on the day of the test, you can then take the test. So they'll ask you a few of the signs before you go. If you fail that particular science test, you don't get to have your actual test, and you don't get your 150 euros refunded back to you. So yeah, you need to make sure you learn your signs before you go in, so that way you're nicely prepared. And then once you pass the testing stage, you just go out and you drive the examiner around and stuff. With that, when you're learning, some of the instructors, if not all of them, they know like the routes that the examiners like to take people, so they make sure that you circle around those routes very well when you're doing your lessons. For me, that morning I had like an hour and a half lesson with George, and the same spot that this guy went to, the same spot that he took me during the lesson, that was the same spot that the examiner took me. I was like, rah. And also, actually, on the day of the test, just before you had the test, they would give you they would have like this in a bowl. They'll literally put different names of the examiners. They'll put it in these tiny containers, and then they shake it around. So they'll call about 3 or 4 of you into like the office, and then they'll ask each one of you to pick one of those little containers, and then whatever name that you find in the container is the name of the examiner that you're going to have. So God help you choose the name of the worst examiner. Honestly, you just have to do your best. Luckily enough for me, I had apparently taken the name of one of the best examiners, and yeah, it literally was that. And it just took us I just got in the car, drove to when I picked out the name and he did the test and I passed the test, the science test, he then told me go wait in the car. So I had to wait in the car for about 5 minutes, and just before that, George gave me like a rundown of like, okay, be careful when you go around the roundabouts, remember this place, remember that place, all of that stuff. So I was prepped before I actually did a test. So just like a very quick prep. And then I sat down in the car, the examiner came and was like, yep, let's go. And then he just started saying, turn right here, right the roundabout, go straight, all of that stuff. And that was basically how it happened. And then within a couple of minutes, I don't know, I think I just had like I think my driving was just that good or something. And within a couple of minutes, it was just like, let's go back. As in, when I got back, my instructor and the other instructors that were there waiting for their students, they were shocked because they were like, your student has come back so early, did she actually pass the test? But yes, God will have it, I passed my test. And yeah, and that's literally the entire process. And then after that, you have to call the citizen service department, which is where I went to earlier. You have to call them up to book an appointment after you pass your test, that I've passed my test, I need to now do the driving license, can I have an appointment? So they'll set out an appointment for you, and that's basically what I just meant for. And then for that one, like I said before, you have to pay €40, and then that's it, that's the entire process done. That's all driving. So just like a quick summary of what I've said already. So basically, when you're going to start the test, you need to have an instructor. The instructor will take about €20 per hour, but prior to that, you need to have applied for your learning permit, which will cost another €20. And basically, what would then happen on the day that you receive the learning permit is that you would have to do your signs. So you need to be able to learn your signs and know your signs so that you can pass your test and then get your learner's permit. And then after that is you have your lessons, and whenever you feel like you're ready, or your instructor feels like you're ready, you book an appointment for your actual test day, and then it will cost you €150 to do that particular one. And then after that, so you passed your test, it will cost you another €40 to get your actual card. And that's it. That's the whole process of driving here in Cyprus. If you have any other questions, or if there's anything that I haven't answered in the video, please do put it in the comment section and I'll answer them for you. But yeah, hopefully this video comes in handy for one or two of you. And yeah, make sure you do click that like button, make sure you subscribe as well and watch my other videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my other videos. Bye.